Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here, taking yet again another look at Ghost Recon Online, the free-to-play third-person shooter currently in the closed beta. Now in this video I will be showing you a match here on Markov Station. This is basically a train station with the tug-of-war style gameplay known as Conquest. So there are various points, each side controls 2 points at the start, and then there's a contested point in the middle, and you try to struggle to get the furthest point on your opponent's side or prevent them from pushing you back towards your side, and that's basically it, pretty basic there. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about the gameplay, just talk about a little bit of my thought process and stuff, but I also just want to talk about the game in general, Ghost Recon Online. So again, this is a free-to-play third-person shooter. Now, in the past week, I have played what I would call an abnormal amount of third-person shooters. Right here, I'm using the heat gun, which is special to the assault class. It's just unbelievable. It basically incapacitates people, and eventually in the match you'll actually see it used against me, so you can see what the flip side of this gun is. But it's unreal. It does damage over time and basically prevents people from being able to shoot, and also impairs their moving as well. It's really, really crazy, to be honest with you. That guy's sitting duck in a barrel. Is that what they say? There's a Recon class trying to stealth. Nope. Alright, so in the past week I've played what I would consider an abnormal amount of third-person shooters. I've been playing this, Spec Ops: The Line, and Ghost Recon Future Soldier, which is not to be confused with Ghost Recon Online. I certainly see how it would be easy to confuse the two, but they are two different games. Ghost Recon Future Soldier is the fully $60 price boxed game, which does have a multiplayer component, but it is not this free-to-play third-person shooter. Although they have some similarities, they play much differently, and that's the reason I'm bringing it up. Between those three games, I have found this to be the most enjoyable in terms of the multiplayer. Now, certainly you take a look at the single player for Spec Ops: The Line, which is really story-driven, may not have the world's best gameplay, but still has a pretty strong story. Ghost Recon Online, just strong all around in terms of single player, really fun, really engaging experience. But the multiplayer, this trumps them. All of them, and it's free to play, and that's what kills me. And the coolest thing about the free to play model that they use is it's not really overpowering. It doesn't necessarily allow you to purchase power. It allows you to accelerate your progress. There is a leveling system in Ghost Recon Online, and this is how a lot of free to play games are going now. They're going to let you accelerate your leveling process, and I'm okay with that. You know, they allow you to purchase XP boost and RP boost. RP are requisition points, I believe is exactly what they're called, and it's basically your credits in the game that let you purchase weapons and upgrades and stuff like that. So they let you buy that stuff, but they don't let you buy anything that wouldn't otherwise be available just from playing the game. In fact, this is very similar to what I believe Tribes Ascend used. I think that they're using the same type of model where you can purchase boost to level up quicker, and you can of course purchase items, but it's nothing that's not available by just playing the game if that's how you prefer to do it. And I get smoked from behind here from a Recon class who I believe is using the stealth modification, which essentially just lets him sneak up on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's a huge cooldown on it. It's unbelievable though. It is very, very strong. To counteract that, the Recon class has the smallest health pool, they have the lightest armor, and from what I understand with their SMG, which I believe is the assault weapon that they use, it does the least amount of damage, so that's how they counteract the fact that he has a stealth. Also, the stealth is on, it's a pretty long cooldown, and you've got a pretty short duration of which to use it, so you're not using it consistently every battle. That's certainly not the case. But anyways, the point of this video is again, I wanted to show you the match and just talk about it a little bit, but I also wanted to just really give my credit to this game, and it just goes to show you that free-to-play games can be really good. And out of all the third-person shooters, out of the three that I've played this week, this is bar none the best. It's just the controls are the smoothest, the gunplay is the best, it feels the best, it feels the most responsive and everything. And it just impressed me so much, because I was really, you know, when it comes to free-to-play games, I don't always have the best impression. I was really going into this expecting it to be okay, but certainly not amazing at all. I'm going to pin this guy back here, and I think up here actually I'm going to use the heat gun again. So we'll take a look at that for a quick second, just sort of leaping forward. Alright, so there's the heat gun again, and it suppresses people, no question about that. You'll see it used against me in the not too distant future, and you'll see just how effective it is. Suppresses people, does the damage over time. It's unbelievable. Alright, so once more, point being, really, really solid game, incredibly impressed with it. And I don't know, I'm definitely going to continue to play this, and I love it. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Now, it is in the closed beta, so you can try to get in. You can register for it on their website, and they will be progressively opening up the beta from what I understand. I don't know in terms of dates. I don't know when they're looking to do this, but I do know that in the future they plan to open it up more. At any given time right now, there's about a total of 100 people online. Oh, this is a really good sequence. I smoke people here. Watch this. 2 kill streak. 3 kill sweep. Just switch to the pistol, you know, rather than reloading. It is faster. And then one guy, completely oblivious, is still back there. So I get this guy. It's just unbelievable. This was an unbelievable streak. This guy's an idiot. He has no idea. It's like, oh wow, all my teammates are dying. What does that mean? What's going on? And now I'm pretty much out of ammo and back to the pistol, which is definitely not optimal at all. This next engagement was kind of embarrassing because I missed a bunch of times, but the guy still's like a derp and didn't turn around to shoot me. So someone posts up right underneath the guys who are behind me at the moment, and that'll happen in just 1 second. What am I doing right now? Just making sure I can check both sides to be fully aware of what's going on. Here it is. Yeah, I missed like a few times, and he still doesn't know, and then I just finish him off. And over here, actually, it isn't until I completely run out of ammo that I die, which is a riot. That is kill number 7, and here's the death. I try to melee him, not enough though, and that does it. Yeah, so my thumbs up to this game. Try to get into closed beta if you can, and I'm really looking forward to when they open this up. Now, in terms of like justification for, how can you just say that? How can you just say that this is better? The biggest thing when it comes to, I would say, any game, for me personally, and you have to keep in mind too that it's all about personal preference, of course. Like, if you love story and that's what you care about the most, then this is not the game for you. There's no story. You're just running around shooting people. This is multiplayer only. There's no single player aspect to this game. So if all you care about is a game story, then don't get this. Don't waste your time on it, because it's not going to do anything for you. But for me personally, it is first and foremost always about the gameplay. That is what I care about. That is what I am most interested in. And it's the snapping in and out of cover. It's how responsive your firing is. It's your ability to control the shots. The ability for your character, your representation within a game, to do what you want it to. Here's the heat gun again in full use, and this is, I get a kill here actually, because this guy just decides to stand in it. And look at that damage he's taken over time. There's the death. He just stood in it. You know, you gotta move. This guy has a reflective shield, but watch his death. Ready? Grenade. Alright, so that shield right there, that's actually, and I can talk on this for a moment too. That is the least played class at the moment. There's the assault, there's the recon, and then there's the other guys. There's a heat gun right there. You see how it disrupted and shook my screen and made it so that I just couldn't really tell what was going on. That's exactly what happens. It makes it so that you can't fire towards that, and if you're standing right within it, you're gonna be like all stuttery and you can't do much. And I ended up dying as a result because some guy just came around me. I couldn't even draw my weapon to take him out. But the shield there, the shield that you saw, what that is, that's a reflective shield that will reflect bullets, but if you get within it, if you physically move within it, you can shoot the guy, or you can toss a grenade in it, which is how we saw that guy die, that part that I was laughing at, which is hilarious. But that is actually, that class that he was using, that is the most underused class at the moment. Everyone's going assault and recon right now. I'm not sure exactly what it is, and the other thing too, the fact that the beta is so small right now, being a closed beta, that doesn't necessarily speak 100% to balance. Certainly, something needs to be adjusted if people don't actually, even just awareness of the class needs to be brought up if people just aren't not interested in playing it at all. I haven't had the slightest interest in playing anything but assault and recon. I didn't really, I don't know, that was just my personal preference, but a lot of people are kind of sitting at that position as well. And overall, I actually think that most of what I'm seeing is the Recon class, which is good and bad. A lot of people who play Recon try sniping, and the thing with sniping in most games, and this game is no different, unless you're really, really good at sniping, even if you're just moderately good at sniping, then you're not being fully beneficial to your team. Like, you have to be really good at sniping to have a sniper class be worth it. Now, the Recon class doesn't have to specifically be a sniper class, because you can play cloaked and SMG, which once again, as I mentioned earlier, allows you to get up right behind enemy lines and just smoke people. It's really, really, really awesome, really effective. You can't cloak indefinitely. The cloak lasts a small amount of time. It's got a long recharge, but it's still really strong when you can actually get yourself in that situation and get yourself behind enemy lines and just waste 2 or 3 people right away. It can be really, really effective. But so we've been seeing both of those. I would tell anyone watching this video who hopes to play the game, if you're gonna play and you want to play Recon class, just realize your strength. If it's not in sniping, if you can't get the headshots, if you miss more than you hit, then just don't go with the sniper rifle. Play with the SMG. Go with cloak. Try to get behind enemy lines and take people out, or play assault or something else. Yeah, that's all. That's my little rant there, which isn't really a rant, but just kind of speaking to the obvious. And I can't believe I came out alive on this engagement, although I end up dying immediately after. But once again, the strength of the heat gun, he walks right into fire and can do nothing. Just stands there, derp. But then I end up dying to shots to the left from that guy. Oh, that guy. One of the stealth Recon. And then he dies too. And we laugh at him. And that actually cuts it for the match right there. That is the very end. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you took something from it. Closing words. The game is awesome. If you can get into the closed beta, go ahead and do so when the game comes out. If you like third-person shooters and you could care less about story, you could care less really about single player, you need to give this game a shot. It is one of the strongest third-person shooting multiplayers that I've played in quite a while. Lots and lots of fun. Really, really enjoying it at the moment. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And as always, keep watching and keep owning.